Hey, this is Matthew.
And this is Andrea.
Welcome to Nerd News today for another unboxing review video.
We have another Diamond Select Marvel Gallery figure. This time it's X-23 as Wolverine.
That's right, so this one I'm actually very excited for. In fact, she just had an SDCC 2019 exclusive version of herself.
Ooh.
In gray X-Force colors, which is really nice.
Oh, yeah, that must have looked amazing.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of this from the pictures I've seen of it online. This is the first time seeing it in person, and I'm even more excited. Very happy to actually be reviewing this one on this channel.
Oh, very cool. Yep. Well, I'm a Wolverine fan, so you show me the colors, I'm always going to be there.
Here's the packaging for X-23, which is like most Diamond Select statue and PVC figure boxes. You've got a window package so you can see into the front, but you also get a look at all of the sides because of that, as well as the handy-dandy Diamond Select trademark sunroof.
Always nice and fun to see. Also, on the back, you have a quick little recap as to who X-23 is, and it says who sculpted it. This was sculpted by Sam Greenwell. No, I love that they give credit to the people who sculpt and design these statues. It's a very important thing. We wouldn't have them without it. So, yeah, I love that Diamond does that.
So I think now, though, we should just have X-23 claw her way out of this package, and let's go ahead and take a look at her from all angles.
Snicked.
So here's our look at X-23 in her yellow Wolverine costume out of the package, and this is a really, really great one.
This looks amazing.
One of the things that I like with my Marvel female characters is I like them to be sexy and strong, and also functional.
Yes.
And Laura Kinney here is all three of those things.
I will agree with you on that. Yeah, this is a very strong, interesting, sexy-looking Marvel character.
It's basically, like, to me, it's a attack pose. It's like a strong pose, but it's also a little bit on the feminine side because of how she's moving her hips and just basically the curvature of her body as well. It still reads to me as a strong, powerful pose, but again, with just a little bit of that feminine touch as opposed to more of a masculine touch where you'd see the arms flexing more and they'd be more crouched down. It's very much like a modeling pose.
It is, but I gotta be honest, I wouldn't mind if she did a little bit more flexing. I understand where you come from, and I get it. I want, for me, the most important thing with my figures is that they look strong. I want my women to look strong and healthy and realistic in terms of their proportions, because there's some that are just oof. I do think this is a strong pose, but I also kind of feel like it's almost like a strongish feminine pose. You know, I feel like it could be stronger, and I wouldn't mind trading for a little bit of the femininity for the strength. That's a personal preference, though.
Well, let's kind of compare it to the Wolverine we just recently looked at that also came from Diamond, where, you know, he's in, you know, again, similar type of character, and he's in the more, I guess you can call it masculine pose, because he's all kind of hunched over, and you get to see more of the flex.
And he's more aggressive. That's the other part. He's very aggressively positioned.
This is a lot more of a neutral stance, but I mean, I wonder like how aggressive you can get before you like kind of lose the ability to read the character also. So Wolverine, you can read him a little bit easier in those kinds of poses, because you used to see him like that.
Yeah.
I feel because of the femininity of the character, it's like you can get her crouched down, like we've seen with other female statues, but I don't know if it works as well for this particular one.
I don't know. I think it could, because there are poses that are a little bit more feline in how they operate. So I think that it would be possible to get her into a pose like this pose. It's really a beauty pose, and that's cool. Like I'm not knocking it.
The Oscar goes to.
Like you really like me. Ow. Yeah, her claws are sharp. That part's awesome. But no, this is very much a beauty pose, and it's cool. I like it. I love the flow of her hair. I genuinely like this figure, but for me, I always like a little bit more action. I like a little bit more, let's see them, showing their true strength. This only gives a small taste. I want a little bit more, because you get more of that in the male figures.
I definitely wouldn't mind another pose if she was like jumping, for example, at something. That'd be cool too. But I'm also pretty content with this one though.
No, I like it. I've seen other statues, not necessarily by Diamond Dot. I've seen other statues over the years where I've looked at it and been like, this is just purely so people can ogle it and look at tits and ass.
This is kind of on the border of ogling and also function.
Yes, and I do think that this is a healthy balance for that, and I do think there's a place for that. It's just I wish it would have. We could also get some more of that with the guys. Like I want equality for all. I want to be able to ogle the men and the women.
I also really like the base. Now it's again very simple base. It kind of looks like an Academy Award, but I like the scratches on the X. It's just very simple but nice touch.
Oh, absolutely! I was noticing that too. I love this base. This base is fantastic. And you know what? I gotta say, just real quick, even the color scheme. I know it's her as Wolverine, so of course we're expecting something particular. but I just love this paint job and how smooth and clean it is.
There's some nice metallic blue in there as well, next to the matte finish of the yellow.
Yeah, it helps highlight everything really nicely. Like, they each complement each other very well.
I do like also how she has the belt, which kind of harkens back to Wolverine. That's kind of really the element that says Wolverine more to me than, it's like, maybe like Logan gave that to her. That's my story in my head.
Oh, I like that. I like that. And yeah, the belt is awesome. But even the fact that she's wearing it low slung on her hips is part of why I'm saying that this is the beauty statue.
Yeah. It's a very simple statue. It's very much a model kind of pose.
Yes.
But it still does read as there's some kind of action to it. So, it's a good combination. It's a really good piece to have as well. It's small as well, so it fits in a lot of spaces.
That I really like. That makes it really desirable.
Yes. And because of the size, the price point's really nice. This was an absolute must-have for me, and I'm not disappointed by it now that it's out of the box.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful figure. It's absolutely a beautiful figure.
So regarding the sculpt itself, I think, since this is a comic book style, it does read to me as X-23. It's got very simplistic sculpting across the board, but simple is not bad. Simple does not necessarily mean bad ever. It just means it is what it is, and you get the idea to read everything very quickly. And that's what I do actually like, is again, just being able to read it very quickly and understand what I'm looking at.
Okay, I will say this. This is, again, it's personal preference kind of thing. Her arms look fantastic. I just want to say, she looks strong and, like you see the bulge of the bicep and everything. But her abs, man, that's just like one line down there. I want to see either flat, one line with a light hint of belly button, or give me the 6 or 8 pack, whatever. This is like a little too flat for me, because it just this line down it is just a little like she's got to have a belly button somewhere. Belly buttons are not covered by the belt.
Well, blame that on Marvel Comics for hiding belly buttons for decades.
That is true. But
Hashtag free the belly button.
I'm just saying it looks. Just because, this isn't what the actual human body looks like, this one spot. Like, the rest of it I actually really like, and I think it's well done. Like I said, she looks strong and muscular, but with maintaining that femininity that I know is desired in this. But this stomach thing right here, I'm not loving that, because her belly button should be right here, so the line should at least stop there. It should not be going any further than what it is.
But to be fair, how many figures and comics do the belly button? I mean, how many?
It's not a question about even the belly button itself. Like, they don't have to put the belly button. And I know that part of the line is to help draw your attention to the belt, but it's just, there's a natural stop point where the belly button is. So the line should stop around there as opposed to going past it. That's what I'm talking about. So for me, that takes a tiny bit away.
You mean your belly button isn't over there?
No, it's not. Like, I don't need an actual belly button or even a hint of belly button. I just want the line to stop as though a belly button is there. That's all I want. Because it's just, that's where it goes into the crazy, weird comic book land. Because we all know how there are some artists who really can't draw bodies.
Nope. My fault. So that's our look at X-23 from Diamond Select's Marvel Gallery series. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah, if you're a fan of X-23, please do get it. This is definitely a must-have.
And there is, again, an SDCC version in gray. Both look really good. You can find that one at GameStop. You can find this at your local comic book stores, or get it online from Diamond Select's website. So I'm Matthew.
I'm Andrea.
We'll see you guys next time with some more review unboxing videos. So stay tuned.